So welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. The prayers on my screen. You can repeat with me. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Jana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Sthapitam Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadam Vande Ham Shri Guru Shukta Padagamalam Shri Gurun Vaishtamamsha Shri Rupam Sagra Jatam Sahagana Ritanam सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजन सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधु भैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Okay, so okay, so we'll continue where we had stopped, that is in the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and we completed verse number 29. So in this particular chapter, Krishna is talking about three modes of material nature: Sattvagun, Rajogun, Tamagun, and he's saying everything is in these three modes. Okay, when any person does any activity, it's generally in these three modes, and we should try to do it in mode of goodness. We should understand it mode of passion, mode of ignorance, how it is done over there. Okay, so what we went through is knowledge. From verse number 20, knowledge was described as in mode of goodness, mode of ignorance, mode of passion. Then action, how action in mode of goodness is there, how action in mode of passion is there, and action in mode of ignorance is there. And now worker is also defined. There are three kinds of workers: mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Now we are going to enter into how understanding and determination also in the three modes of material nature. How it is in Sattvagun, how it is in Rajagun, how it is in Tamagun. Okay. प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च कार्य कार्य भया भये बंधम मोक्ष च या वेत्ति बुद्धः स पार्थ सात्विकी. Satviki, again the word Satviki means mode of goodness. Or son of Pritha, that understanding by which one knows what ought to be done, what ought not to be done, what is to be feared, what is not to be feared, what is binding, what is liberating, is in mode of goodness. So in mode of goodness, what happens is person knows what is duty, what is not duty, what should be done, what should not be done. Okay. So in goodness, passion, ignorance, it is in the goodness only that he has real knowledge. This knowledge tells him what is to be done, what is not to be done. When he doesn't do what is not to be done, then the state, the government, nobody runs after him. The karma doesn't affect him. Okay, he's a law-abiding person. Performing actions in terms of direction of the scripture is called pravritti, or executing actions that deserve to be performed, and actions which are not so directed are not to be performed. One who does not know the scriptural directions become entangled in actions and reactions of the work, understanding which discriminates by intelligence is situated in mode of goodness. Very simple example I'll take. There are these traffic rules. Okay. In a mode of goodness person, he will know that we have to follow these traffic rules. He knows what red means what, green means what, orange means what. But mode of passion, mode of ignorance person, even if they know, they will break it. Like that it is. So similarly, scriptures give a lot of information of what is to be done, what is not to be done, how it is to be done. So if we follow that, then we are in mode of goodness. यया धर्मम अधर्मम च कार्य च कार्यमेव च अथात्वात् प्रजानाति बुद्धि स पार्थ राजसी. O son of Pritha, that understanding which cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion, between action that should be done and action that should not be done, is in mode of passion. So here I will tell example of, like, people who know what are the religious codes, what are the irreligious codes, but they are confused. Like let's say there are people who sometimes commit crime. Okay. Now, if in the family member someone comes to know, okay, this person has committed a crime, he knows that it is not good. There will be legal implications, there will be so many problems and all that. But he thinks, okay, because my brother did it or my family member did it, it's okay. So he's not able to distinguish what is action to be done, what is not action to be done. So like that, he's gone with passion. Passion means he's identifying himself, he's looking for some benefit out of it. So when such things are there, then it's in mode of passion. Mode of passion, what happens? There will be misery. One will have to face misery. So it's like that. Adharmam dharmam iti ya manyate tamsavrata sarvathan vipiratamscha buddhi sapartha tamasi. Now in mode of ignorance, what happens is understanding which considers irreligion to be religion and religion to be irreligion under the spell of illusion and darkness and strives away in the wrong direction. Partha is in the mode of ignorance. Now, if you take the example of Ravana, cannot distinguish action. Okay. In case of Ravana, right, he was so much passion that he couldn't say what is religion, what is not religion. So for him, for him, he wanted to, he was capturing, lot of women, and he indeed captured Sita also. And he thought, this is what is my rightful thing to be done. Okay. This is what is rightful thing to be done. Like that. So he couldn't distinguish. He was very confused. But his confusion was because of his attachment. Because he wanted to enjoy. Now in Tamasi, what happens is, what is irreligion should be considered religion. So one may think, okay, stealing is good for me. So, like that, it's a criminal activity, but he thinks that is good for him and he justifies it. So, such people are in mode of dark ignorance. Hmm? So, they work opposite way. Intelligence in the mode of ignorance always working in the opposite way it should. It accepts religion which are not actually religious and reject actual religion. Men in ignorance understand a great soul to be a common man and accept a common man to be a great soul. They think truth to be untruth and accept untruth as truth. In all activities, they simply take the wrong path. Therefore, the intelligence is mode of ignorance. So, let me ask you one thing. We have the example of Vibhishan, and we have example of Kumbhakaran, and we have example of Ravana. So, let's take the example of Kumbhakaran. So, when Ravana got him up from the sleep, because his whole army was getting destroyed, and he wanted somebody to fight, very strong person, and it was not time for Kumbhakaran to wake up. He sleeps for six months at a time. So it was not time. But somehow he woke him up and he told him the problem that Ram has come to get back his Sita and he's fighting with me. You know, I tried to overpower Sita, like I've overpowered other women. I like to overpower her. Now Kumbhakaran says, why did you do this? Hmm? Because of this, now whole Lanka is burning. But because you are my brother, I will fight for you. I'm not like Vibhishan. I will fight for you because you are my brother. Now you tell me, such a knowledge is which knowledge? Goodness, passion, or ignorance?
Which is definitely not goodness,
Hmm.
and also not passion. I think it is ignorance,
Okay, okay.
because he's not aware of his destiny, like the why he's
Okay.
doing that action.
I would say it was in mode of passion. Okay, Kumbhakarna's
Passion,
action
yeah,
was more because what happened is he couldn't distinguish between religion and irreligion.
yeah. Okay,
Okay, like that,
okay,
what
yeah.
action should be done and should not be done, because what happens is he knew that Ravana did a mistake,
Mm,
but he was thinking, because you are my brother, I will fight. So he couldn't distinguish. Okay, one thing overpowered him. So when there is too much of attachment, right, then it is in passion.
passion, yeah.
Okay, now let's take example of Ravana. He thinks he is the most powerful person in the world, therefore all the women are meant for his enjoyment.
Yeah.
Now what is this, passion or ignorance?
This is ignorance, definitely ignorance,
Yeah.
because
So
he
what
is
is
willfully,
irreligion?
yeah.
He thinks that to be religion.
Mm,
And we see in today's world also, we see people thinking like that, right? Because I have so much money, because I have so much power within me, I can do anything whatever I want, right? How dare you tell like this? So
yeah, a
many
lot of
times we
people are
see,
like,
yeah, so many times it comes, na, this politician, this rich person, right?
yes, Prabhu,
Um,
yes.
so yeah, so this is how the understanding is, driven by mode of passion or driven by mode of ignorance. Now let's take Vibhishan. We know he is in goodness.
Yeah,
Okay. So can you tell
yes,
me a
yes.
few activities of Vibhishan which matches with this statement? He knew what is out to be done, what is not out to be done. What is to be feared, what is not to be feared, what is binding, what is liberating. Can you tell by his actions one point of each of these three things?
So consider religion. First thing is done what are to me not done. So one thing is like he understand what is wrong, what is right, and that is why like somebody else's wife, because Ravan has
Yeah,
I've
exactly.
done that. So that is not this is against the dharma. So that's why,
Hmm.
and
And
he
then one
can
more
try.
thing he said, you
Yeah,
cannot kill a messenger. You can punish him.
cannot. Yes.
So that advice he gave to Ravana because Ravana wanted to kill Hanuman.
Yeah.
So he knew what is ought to be done, what is not to be done. Now, what is to be feared, what is not to be feared.
So
Vibhishan feared Ram's anger compared to Ravana's anger, right?
yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, what is binding, what is liberating?
So what is binding attachment kind of thing? Lust and attachment. I mean, these are the
See, he knew if he stays with Ravana, it will be binding because he is taking part in that
wrong.
criminal
Yeah,
activity,
criminal
yeah,
activities.
illegal activity or sinful activity. But if he goes with towards Ram, which he went, he knew it was
Yeah,
liberating. It
it
was
is
moksha padaya, right?
moksha pada. Moksha pada.
Yeah. So like that, you know.
Yeah, nice, Prabhuji.
So similarly, we can take any example and we can see where it fits in. That is the greatness of Bhagavad Gita. We can analyze whatever we are doing, whatever other person is doing, based on these three principles. है ना?
Prabhuji, there is no background noise, no? Because this fan is making little noise. Is it a disturbing
No,
background
it's not
noise?
disturbing me. If it's disturbing
Okay,
anyone
okay.
else, they can say.
I can switch off then.
No, it's okay.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
not able to hear that.
okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes.
So, so yeah. Can anyone else give any example what they think as mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance? We took Shastri example, Ravana, Vibhishana, but day to day, you know, day to day activities there. We meet so many people. We ourselves do so many activities. Can someone say, did they use this kind of thought process and they changed the activity or they did it like that? Any example that comes into your mind?
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
bribery is a mode of passion.
What? Sorry?
Bribe.
Bribe, na? Bribe is mode of passion. Yeah, but it is sometimes unavoidable. Otherwise, our work won't be done. That is there.
What?
Yeah, our work won't be done. That's the unfortunate case in today's world.
Uh,
Yeah. See, even though we know it is not to be done, but our work won't be done. So, we are forced. My friend, he had to get his flat, registered or something. Not registered, but I think khata change or something like that. And the government official was asking for bribe. He said, "You are IT people, you are earning so much. I should also earn." So this is what he's in mode of passion, right? So he cannot distinguish between mode of between religion and irreligion.
correct.
He cannot distinguish. He's confusing.
Uh,
He becomes more entitled like that. He becomes more entitled. What to do?
but that person who is asking bribe, he is in a mode of passion.
Yeah, he's in mode of, he's
Uh,
attached.
uh,
He's
he
attached to
has
his
attached.
position, government job, and all. So these people, right? Politicians, government jobs. They
Have to be like that.
no, they don't have to be like that. What happens is that power
Oh,
corrupts them.
that means
Power corrupts them.
corrupts them. Correct.
So they get confused. Between what is right, what is not right,
Uh-huh.
and they will merge both of the two.
Oh.
You're getting? They will merge both of the two, and they will say, um, they will try to justify things, right?
Yes. Yes.
But when we take to criminals, right, hardcore criminals,
Uh,
they will consider illegal activity as the right activity, right? So there are many criminals, like they kill, and or they do illegal businesses, and they think that is the best,
uh,
right?
yes. Yes.
So it's like that, so they are in mode of ignorance.
But Prabhuji, if they are doing without thinking, like as everybody is pushing for earning more, earning more by whatever means,
Yeah.
but they are then they will be thought in the mode of like ignorance because they do not know, or they will be considered in the passion because they are doing it, or it doesn't make a difference. Actually, they are doing bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is, na, we need to understand he cannot distinguish. So
Yes.
let's see what he says. Yaya dharmam adharmam sa
Hmm.
karyam sa karyam eva sa
और यथावत
athyavat
प्रजानाति
prajanati
बुद्धि सा
athyavat buddhi. So you can say if the buddhi uh, is confused, then it is in
Hmm.
passion. But in ignorance, what happens is buddhi is not confused. Buddhi is viprit.
Oh, it's not a question of not distinguishing, but he considers.
Yeah, it is viprit.
Yeah. Viparit, yeah.
Yeah, we meet such people, right, who are completely viprit understanding.
Yeah. They know for sure. They say that this is for sure like that. Now it is
Yeah,
night.
yeah, they
This is
think,
the night time for sure.
they have to do this. That is the right thing. It's like that,
Yeah.
Yeah. In passion, what happens is you get corrupted, you get, kind of like, what to say, puffed up by a position. In
Yeah.
ignorance,
Or
what happens is you may not have position. Okay, but the buddhi is viprit.
Vinas kale, yeah.
So that way we have to think. But of course, there are people who are having both understanding.
Hmm.
Mode of ignorance, mode of passion, both will be there. There are people like that. But hardcore criminal, they will definitely sit here in a mode of ignorance. Like, in one of the, I think in one of the jail, what happened is these gundas, they were imprisoned. Okay. Once what happened is, one opposite clan of the gang member, they took a chance and they got that opportunity to kill another gang member, their rival gang member. You see, they are already in jail, but they have that outrageous thing in them that they will kill within jail. I mean, they are not caring only, right? So that is in mode of ignorance, where they think that this activity is the best, right? It's like that. But in mode of passion, what happens is, it is not viprit, it is confused. Like, one government official will say, okay, what to do, my whole department is taking bribe, so I will also take it. So he's confused, right? I mean, it's a difficult situation. I also understand it's a difficult situation. I'll tell you one devotee, he was medical officer, government medical officer. So you can imagine what kind of bribes he would get. And if he doesn't take the bribe, then the whole department is against him, right? So he was in this problem. Now what he did, he didn't demand any bribe, okay, but his other members, they demanded. But the way it works is that they will divide the bribe between everyone, okay.
ठीक है ठीक है.
They will divide the bribe between everyone. Why? Because they want to feel safe that everyone took it, so no one will say about it. So bribe used to come to him also. Now if he rejects it, then they will get angry on him. So what he used to do is he he whoever is giving the bribe now, he used to take that person, go to the temple, and he used to say, put your all this bribe in this hundi. Or go to some anath ashram and he says, put this in this hundi. That's it. You know, he wouldn't take it for himself, but he would say, give it to someone else, like that. So that is how the devotee handled it. It's a kind of difficult situation. Huh? Okay. Any question, comment? Yes. Okay. The next verse. धृत्यायया धृत्यायया धारयते मनः प्राणेन्द्रिय क्रियः योगेन विचारिण्या धृतः स पार्थि सात्विके. धृतः, धृतिः, धृतिः, धृतिः. This word means determination. Now satviki, what is that determination which is in mode of goodness? O son of Pritha, the determination which is unbreakable, which is sustained with steadfast by yoga practice. Steadfast means it is made powerful, okay. It has been fortified by yoga practice, and thus controls the activities of mind, life, and senses, is determination in mode of goodness. So those who can control their mind, senses, activities, life, they are in mode of goodness. Yoga means to understand the supreme soul. One who is steadily fixed in the supreme soul with determination, concentrating one's mind, life, and sensory activities on the supreme, engaging in Krishna consciousness. That sort of determination is in mode of goodness. The word avyabhicharinya is very significant, for it indicates that the person who are engaged in Krishna consciousness are never deviated by any other activity. So basically, one who can control his mind and senses is in mode of goodness. Now the word yoga is used. What is this? Yogena. So we have many yogas like karma yoga, jnana yoga, dhyana yoga, and bhakti yoga. So if one is following these yoga practices, then he is in mode of goodness. He controls his mind, senses, like that. Now let's see. Yayatu dharma kamarthan dhritya dharayate arjuna prasangena falakankshi dhritiha saparti rajasi. So you say falakankshi. The word falakankshi is used. Falakankshi means, kankshi means to desire, and phala means to desire the fruit. So determination in rajasa, that is passion, is very much directed towards falakankshi. Falakankshi means desire for fruit. If fruit is there, then only I am determined. It's like that. But that determination by which one holds fast to fruitive results in religion, economic development, and sense gratification is of nature of passion. Means he knows if I do all these things, then I will get something out of it. Therefore, he is determined. In the previous, the determination was by yoga. So one of the thing in karma yoga is what? It is done as a duty, right? It is done as a duty. But here, the determination is done for what? Not as a duty, but he holds fast to fruitive results. The determination is there because he will get something out of it. Therefore, he will show determination. Okay? You understand the difference? When it is duty, when the determination is because of duty, then it is mode of goodness. But when it is motivated by some fruit, motivated by some result, then it is in passion. Any person who is always desirous of fruitive results in religious or economic activities, whose only desire is sense gratification, whose mind, life, and senses are thus engaged, is in the mode of passion. I'll tell you a very simple example of children. Generally, a children's determination is in mode of passion. Why? Because you have to convince the child, okay, if you do this, then you will get a chocolate. You have to sit for 1 hour, then you will get a chocolate. Then you'll get a sweet. Right? So then the child, what he will do? What he or she will do? With determination, they will sit and they will do their homework. Or they'll do their study. Isn't it?
Yes, yes.
But immediately after that, they will say, oh, now give me my chocolate. Now give me my sweet. Or let me go and play. Right?
Yes.
And when the next day the same study pattern comes, then are they determined to do their study? No. Again, we have to bribe them. Again, we have to say, now if you sit for 1 hour, you will get another sweet. So that the determination is motivated by some passion. Passion is what I will get out of it.
So, Prabhuji, so passion is actually not so good. Like you should have a
No,
passion to do this work.
wait. It's not like
Yeah.
that. It's not like that. Um, it is not considered not good. It is considered how are you using it.
How it is used.
Yeah. What is the purpose behind it? Because see, passion is required. If we are creating something, we want to start something, we want to do business and all. If a soldier wants to fight, there has to be passion, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, without that you cannot achieve certain things.
Yeah.
Okay, now the question is, what is the purpose of this passion? Is it out of duty, or is it out of that he's going to get that result? That makes it mode of goodness or mode of passion. You get it?
Passion. Yeah. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
Prabhuji. Yes.
see, we are using Arjuna. Arjuna killed how many people in the battle of Kurukshetra? Do you know? 70
Maybe
lakh people.
70 lakhs. Okay.
So to kill even one person, you need so much of passion, right? If you see the training of the army officers, soldiers, they have to shout. Huh? They have to shout. They have to create that passion, and they have to pierce the knife in the other person's body, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that all requires a lot of passion, Now the question is that passion motivated by what reasons? Is it motivated by duty? See, Paramveer Chakra, what his name, Vikram Batra.
Yeah.
In that cold environment, he's going and he's killing the enemy. What was his motivation? His motivation was to fight and to do his duty, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Did he fight for Paramveer Chakra? Did he fight for the name and give? No.
No.
So like that, so passion is required, but the purpose is different. Another example I will take is in a marriage you need passion to have children. right?
Yes.
That passion is required for sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
Now, what is the purpose of that sexual intercourse? If it is to have a child, then it is garbhadan, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Then it is motivated by garbhadan. But if it is just to enjoy, then it is mode of passion.
True. True.
Like
True.
that it is. Okay. When it is garbhadan, then the result is good also. Then it is full knowledge, and the child also comes nice. But when it is passion, it just happens.
Hmm.
Like that. So like that, everything we can take. Like let's take food. What is the motivation of eating food? Some passion is there, right? For eating food and all, we need some sweet and all this thing. But if but the motivation is just to what to say, make our tongue taste for our tongue, then what happens? Passion means misery. Some kind of disease will come, na? Diabetes or something.
Yeah, disease will come.
Yeah. But if the same food is taken in mode of goodness, then it is only for nourishment.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Like that we have to think. Passion in itself is not wrong. Okay. Just like a knife, is it good or bad?
Yeah, same Prabhuji, like depends like
And who
what
is
is its
holding it? If
application.
it is
Yeah.
if it is held by a surgeon, you're happy.
Yeah.
But if it is held by a robber,
Yeah, that
then
is
we are afraid.
the apparent. That apparent.
So yeah, so it is like that. So it is like that. Same way we have to think about ignorance also. If it is time to sleep in the favorable ignorant time, that is in the night, we have to sleep.
Hmm.
Okay. So we are utilizing this energy. See, these three the three modes are three energies which are there in this material world, and we have to utilize it for spiritual purpose, for dharmic purpose. That's it. Okay.
Hmm.
Yaya
Oh,
swapnam bhayam shokam vishadam madamevacha
so
na vivuchyati
look at the
durmedha
devil.
dhriti sapartha
Dreams are
tamasi.
from the pharmacy.
See, the word durmedha is written. Durmedha is, the word dur is it there, na? There is sumedha and there is durmedha. Sumedha means super intelligent. Durmedha means zero intelligence.
Unintelligent. Yeah.
Unintelligent. Yeah, that's what here, unintelligent. Dhriti is determination. Tamasi is ignorance. So, very easy. Swayam. Sorry, swapnam. So, determination is only involving what? Dreaming. Bhayam. Determination is only involving what? Fear. Shokham. Lamentation. Vishadam. Moroseness. Madam. Madam. So, madam is Vishadam. Vishadam. Madam.
Vishadam, yeah, moroseness, Prabhuji.
Moroseness. And madam is illusion. One
Illusion.
is, so if determination is only in these factors, then it is in ignorance. And that determination which cannot go beyond dreaming, fearfulness, lamentation, moroseness, and illusion, then such a determination is in mode of darkness. See, mode of darkness will have its problem, but if it
Hmm.
is dealing with such things like not dreaming, fearfulness, then it is big problematic, right? But if mode of darkness is motivated by right dharma, then it is all okay. Okay, let's read. We will discuss more. It should not be concluded that a person in mode of goodness does not dream. Okay, one may think, okay, Baba, dreaming means ignorance. No. Here, dream means too much sleep. Over dreaming, like too much sleep also leads to a lot of dreaming. Like that. Dreaming is always present, either in mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. Dreaming is a natural occurrence. But those who cannot avoid oversleep, who cannot avoid the pride of enjoying material objects, who are always dreaming of lording it over the material nature, and whose life, mind, and senses are thus engaged, are considered to have determination in mode of ignorance. So they are dreaming of enjoying material objects. They're dreaming of lording over the material nature, like that. So that kind of dreams, and definitely it's in mode of ignorance. But there are devotees, pure devotees, who dream of serving Krishna. Like there was this one Brahmana, he was very poor. So he couldn't offer the Lord, good foodstuffs, bhoga. So once, he said, okay, I cannot offer, but let me think offering. Let me just do thinking. So he thought that he has brought milk and is boiling it. He is making it thick, you know. Then he puts sugar in it. He puts rice in it. Then is uh, churn. He is what is it called? Um, he's using the ladle, making circles in it like that. And now he thinks, let me offer it to the Lord. But then he thinks, oh, is it hot or not? Too much hot thing, it should not be offered. It should be normal temperature. So in the dream only he thinks, let me put my finger and see if it is hot or not. So in the dream he's putting his finger in the milk, in the payasam, and it is very hot. Okay, this is in the dream only. And his finger burns.
Hmm.
So he gets up from his dream. And he finds his finger is actually burnt.
Oh.
So the point is that dreams are there, but the purpose of the dream, if it is directed towards Krishna or it is directed towards dharma, then it is in mode of goodness. But in mode of ignorance, what happens is I am the only person who's enjoying. Like that. Then it is in ignorance.
Yeah.
So too much of sleep causes this. Too much of sleep. Sukham Sukham tva idinim.
Sukham.
Idanim. Okay. Sukham
Sukham.
tva idanim trividham shudu me bharatrashabha abhyasa
Yes.
abhyasa
From
abhyasad ramate. Okay, it's like that. Abhyasad ramate yatra dukhantam nigachati. Okay, what is this? Okay, now hear from me three kinds of happiness also, by which the conditioned soul enjoys and by which he sometimes come to end of all distress. A conditioned soul tries to enjoy material happiness again and again. Thus he chooses the chute, but sometimes in the course of such enjoyment he becomes relieved from the material entanglement by association with the great soul. In other words, a conditioned soul is always engaged in some type of sense gratification, but when he understands by good association that it is only a repetition of the same thing, he is awakened to his real Krishna consciousness. He is sometimes relieved from such repetitive soul happiness. Okay. Yattat agre vishameva pariname amritopaman tat sukham satvikim proktam atma buddhi prasadajam. Satvikim, mode of goodness, sukham, happiness, prasadajam, born of satisfaction. Okay, that which in the beginning may be just like poison, at the end it's like nectar, which awakens one to self realization, is said to be in happiness in the mode of goodness. So this is very easy to understand. We have to follow so many rules and regulations. At the start it may find like very difficult to follow, but if we keep following, it will ultimately help us, and then we'll enjoy that. Just like, um, if somebody goes to gym, initial days of the gym are very painful, right? Hands are paining, legs are paining, muscle is paining, isn't it? But he keeps continuing to that. After 6 months, he can feel the difference in his body. He can feel the strength in his body. So at the initially he felt it as a poison, but now he's feeling happy. And if he doesn't do exercise, then he feels sad, like that, because that pain that was there, now that pain has gone away. Now he's benefiting from the strict regime. You getting?
Mhm.
Yeah. Similarly, studies. It is very difficult to do studies, but if we consistently perform, then that same thing becomes our great interest. Okay, we go deeper in that subject matter. At the start, it may be poison, but by consistently doing it becomes nectar. Nectar means amrit, means sweet, you can say like that. In the pursuit of self realization, one has to follow many rules and regulations to control the mind, senses, and concentrate the mind on the self. All these processes are very difficult, bitter like poison. But if one is successful in following the regulations and come to transcendent position, he begins to drink the real nectar and he enjoys life. Vishendriya samyogat tadat yatad agre amrutapaman pariname vishameva tat sukham rajasam smritam. That happiness is derived from contact of senses with their objects, which appear like nectar at first but poison at the end. There are many examples like this. I'll take one example. One is in the purport. Uh, Suppose one person is very hungry and he comes to his home and they said, we have made gulab jamun. The 50 gulab jamun we have made. Take it. Because you are hungry, eat all of it. My question to you, will you be able to complete all the 50 gulab jamuns?
No.
Maximum 10,
No.
20 of it, right?
Yeah.
Now let's say,
Yes.
now another question. Compare the happiness of eating the first gulab jamun versus the 20th gulab jamun. Is that happiness same or different?
I mean, almost 1%, less than 1%.
What? Sorry?
Less than 1% of what we will enjoy on the first
Less than
time.
1%. Meaning, at the start, he will feel it to be very nice. But
Yeah.
20th gulab jamun is not giving him the same pleasure because his
Yeah.
stomach is full now. Okay, his hunger is satisfied, so it's the same thing is not giving him the higher pleasure more than that. So at the start, it will looks like nectar, you can say sweet, but in the end, it becomes poison. Okay, we took two examples. Now, in the purport, third example is given. A young man and a young woman meet. The senses drive the young man to see her, touch her, and have sexual intercourse. In the beginning, this is very pleasing to the senses. But then, after some time, it becomes like a poison. They're separated. There is divorce, there is lamentation, there is sorrow, etc. Such happiness is always in mode of passion. Happiness derived from combination of senses and the sense object is always a cause of distress and should be avoided by all means. Here, example of boy and girl is taken, and in the start it looks so nice, but what happens after marriage? Why it doesn't remain the same nice and old young boy, young girl? It is found like many love marriages also fail. They the couples also, these love marriage couples also, they do divorce. It is found. Statistic is there. Why do you think it is happening?
Because the base of the relationship is based on pleasure, like on passion.
Yeah, that is there. Exactly, that is there. What happens after marriage then? Same people are there and all that.
And that fades away, like
Fades away.
just like you just like you get a new phone, you're very excited on the first day, but when you see it every day, like after a few months, then you get
Yeah.
used to it. Then the real thing comes into the picture. So I believe if we talk about a relationship, then the physical intimacy, I think it fades away, and then the character, the personality.
Yes.
I would say character is a good word that comes into the picture. Then
Yeah, how the person treats other after marriage, it is found like the behavior changes, right? Or the behavior the person never showed before, that comes out, isn't it? So here,
yes,
hmm,
maybe I believe like obviously there are 24 hours. You cannot keep doing the same same
yeah.
activity. Like obviously there after that there is a
Yeah,
lot of
see,
hours left. So
yes, exactly. And the second thing is like we can see, people always have this imagination that this particular actor and actresses, when they will marry, it will be the best married life. But then after 10 years, 15 years, we find that they are fighting with each other, and some of them divorce each other, and it becomes a bitter divorce, right?
yes,
Yeah. And here, you gave this example, we like gadget, we are so happy, and then everyone is looking at us and saying, wow, you got the best gadget, etc., etc. But then next year the next version of the gadget comes, and then you feel what to say, despondent or something, I don't have that latest, and
outdated.
then we do any damn thing. But yeah, so this is the nature of this material world. So what do you think is the solution for this? Let's discuss the solution, because sometimes we just focus on the problem only. Solution is very important. Well, what is the solution? Let's take this example. Okay, attraction is going to fade away. Then what is the solution? Very simple. If attraction, everything is in mode of passion, you move towards mode of goodness. In mode of goodness, how it is? In mode of goodness, it's a dutiful living, right? The motivation is the duty. So there, when there are true feelings, genuine feelings of love and affection and duty towards the other partner, then such a marriage is sustained. Isn't it? In passion, what
Yes,
happens is,
yes, bro.
passion is driven by how much enjoyment I will get. Okay, how much enjoyment I will get. But the other person whom you marry will give you limited enjoyment. Huh? It is not unlimited enjoyment that he or she can give. There will be limited enjoyment. In passion, what happens is one is self-centered. In mode of goodness, what happens is one is not self-centered. He is duty-centered. He is relationship-centered. So sometimes we find people who did love marriage and all that, and something terrible happened in their marriage life, like someone got sick or something. Then the other person dutifully takes care of the other of his spouse, right? His or her spouse, isn't it? We have seen so many examples there. These examples are also there. So how is this happening? Because they have risen from passion to goodness. When that happens, then it becomes sustainable. Is this clear?
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, probably.
Yeah. So that's why we have to understand mode of goodness. Like here, it is said mode of goodness means awakens one's self realization. Now, I will tell you how marriage helps to awaken one's self realization. Can you answer? How marriage will help one in spirituality?
maybe because then we start getting used to not being self-centered. Then we start getting used to give, like and not always take.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
because
That is there.
there is a saying that true love is to is to give and not to take.
Yeah.
Like we
Give a,
learn.
yeah. Yeah. I understand that thing, but I'm asking, how self-realization, or let's say spirituality, helps in marriage. Actually, marriage is the dharmic activity. Remember always this thing: marriage is a dharmic activity. It is not enjoying activity; it's a dharmic activity. In dharmic activity, you enjoy also dharmically. You enjoy also according to the religious principles. Like that, it is very simple. Okay, there is enjoyment, but you do it in the boundary of the religious principles, like that. Then it is in mode of goodness. Hmm? And in spirituality, you need other person's help also. So when both are doing spirituality, they are helping each other. Let's say even one person is doing spirituality, the other person is not doing, but the other person is helping this person to grow in spirituality. That is also in mode of goodness. So then also it becomes sustainable. Getting?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Today we are talking more about marriage because it is current situation, like young people, they are not, they are thinking marriage is like she's my cook and he's my ATM card. Sometimes by joke they may show these pictures in the marriage, but if one literally takes that meaning, then it is in mode of passion, isn't it? And passion will lead to misery. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why we see, sometimes in married couples, it leads to misery only, marriage. Then they end up saying, oh, we should not marry. No, you have to be in mode of goodness. You cannot be in mode of passion. In certain times you have to be in passion, because that is the nature of that man woman relationship. Some passion has to be there. Okay. But be in goodness also. If you just be in passion also, it is not going to help. यदग्रे चानुबंधे च सुखम मोहनम आत्मनः निद्रालस्य प्रमादोतम तत्तामस उद्धारतम. That happiness which is blind to self realization, blind, no consideration of spirituality, which is delusion from beginning to end, and which arises from sleep, laziness, illusion, is said to be in nature of ignorance. Which arises due to laziness, illusion, then it is in mode of ignorance. One who takes pleasure in laziness and sleep is certainly in the mode of darkness, ignorance. And one who has no idea how to act, how not to act, is also in mode of ignorance. For the person in mode of ignorance, everything is illusion. There is no happiness, either in the beginning nor at the end. But a person in mode of passion, there may be some kind of ephemeral happiness in the beginning. At the end, distress. But for the person in mode of ignorance, there is only distress, both in the beginning and at the end. This is also another way to look at it. There is distress throughout in mode of ignorance. In passion, initially there may be some happiness, but eventually it will end up in distress. Okay. Let's end with this verse. Natad asti prithviyam va divi deveshu va punah सत्वं प्रकृति जैर मुक्तम यत इभय स्वाद त्रिभिर गुणे. There is no being existing either here or among the demigods in the higher planet system which is freed from these three modes of material man. So these three modes are everywhere. Okay, all living beings are there. Even in Swarga Loka, it is also there. So he summarizes the total influence of the three modes of material nature all over the universe. Okay. So let's stop here. Any questions or comments? Any questions or comments?
No.
Anyone? Any question or comment?
Prabhuji, in this chapter,
Yeah.
and also in the last few chapters, almost, I mean, in a very detailed, all the qualities, all our emotions, they are given like in a very systematic way, like, and in the three categories.
Yeah.
So
So
they're very, very exhaustive. I mean, and sometimes like they're overlapping in our day-to-day use. But when we are reading here, we are finding, oh, they are, this is a little different. Like there's so many common words, like getting feeling sadness and feeling like anxiety, feeling this happiness, illusion, lazy. I mean, there are different words for everything.
okay.
So it's a very, very, it's like a complete encyclopedia of this.
Okay. Yeah.
All over. Yeah, it's a very,
Yeah, I mean, see the three modes, right? Whatever material happiness and sadness we get, right? They are being influenced and controlled by these three modes. So most of our material sufferings that we can minimize if we understand this knowledge.
yes, Professor.
Okay. And
Yeah,
with the help of yoga, see, one of the things Krishna says in mode of goodness, right?
yeah,
Yoga balena, self-realization. So,
self-realization.
um, what is this? Sattvic import. We read this, right?
Yogena Vyavacharanya, 33, Professor.
33. Okay. Yeah. That determination should be yoga vicharanya. Yes. By yoga. By the practice of yoga, right, we get more insights into the three modes. And we can then use the three modes for our purposes, for Krishna conscious purposes, for spirituality purposes, and we can avoid those activities which are detrimental to our spiritual life. Okay.
Yeah, Prabhuji, these tables are very, 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 very. I
I've
mean,
shared this in the uh, chat.
oh, okay, okay. I think I missed. Maybe I missed. Yeah,
Anyway, I just put it in the chat again. You can
yeah.
check.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Professor.
So, see, these things take time also. That's why, men were trained in the brahmachari ashram.
Mm,
In the brahmachari ashram, the life is very much in mode of goodness.
yeah,
So, first he's given the experience of mode of goodness. And then when he enters into married life, there will be some passion, right?
question. Yeah, that's true,
And it
Prabhuji.
will continue for many years. Minimum 25 years it continues.
Mm,
But because passion has a nature to give misery also, na?
yeah,
So one still feels miserable in married life also. That misery is there,
yes.
okay? But because he
So,
has experienced goodness, na, he can then enter vanaprastha easily. Because now he knows,
easily.
okay, now I'm done with this passion. Now let me go back to goodness. So he can enter vanaprastha. And when he matures more, he enters sannyas. So it's like that.
So,
Um,
Prabhuji, the Brahmacharya ashram has to be given maximum importance.
yeah, that is true. For
So our
men,
education system,
yeah, present education system has no consideration for all these things.
yeah, it's in fact the other way around.
It's the
It
other way around.
creates
Yeah,
more agitation in the
yeah,
mind,
it
more
creates more agitation in
agitation,
the mind. Yes,
aggression. They call it like aggressive, like this.
very
So,
passionate, no,
yeah,
very
Prabhuji.
passionate. So what happens is, right from childhood, the conjugal attraction is being told, by boy,
Yeah.
girl,
Mhm.
kind of thing. In that is being given more
Yeah, Prabhuji.
prominence, right?
And also, Prabhuji, most of the times, every parents wants his son or daughter. There is about to come number one in every activity, academic,
Yeah.
sports,
See, becoming number
cultural.
one na requires a lot of passion. Okay.
Yeah,
So what is happening is students are putting so much effort. So there will be some misery also with it.
misery. Yeah,
So मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा या
yeah,
फिर मैं फर्स्ट नहीं आई. We can see both the extremes. One
Yeah,
is
Prabhuji. Yeah.
the boy or the girl is very talented,
Hmm.
but somewhere he doesn't get gold medal or he doesn't come first in class.
Yeah.
Then we hear next day he committed suicide.
Suicide. Yeah, Prabhuji.
So
Yeah,
this is
that
one
is also.
extreme. This is one extreme. Another extreme is they were just intelligent enough to clear the entrance exam, get a
Yes.
get admission into engineering or whatever, medical,
Yes.
but they are not able to sustain that hard work.
Yeah.
It requires some goodness, right? So they are not able to sustain that. So
Yeah,
then they say, "मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा."
listening.
Yeah, and they also do commit suicide. So like that, both extremes are coming now.
Plus, I think the glorification of
Yeah.
some wrong traits, that is also a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
So therefore, we should teach our children these three modes,
Yeah, it's
and
important, Prabhuji.
we should redefine what does success means.
Yeah.
Okay, because see,
Yes.
life is a long race. It's a marathon. I will show you a very interesting thing. Which of the two runs a marathon? Left one or right one?
Prabhuji, in this picture, which body is best? This is left is marathon.
Yeah, and right one is
That
100
is,
meters.
yeah,
Okay.
because it's a lean structure. Yeah.
So we should teach our children that life is a marathon.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to prepare them for that thing. Okay, not for 100-meter sprint. Prepare them
Yes, Prabhuji.
accordingly only. Right?
Yes,
So
Prabhuji.
just
Agreed.
focusing on entrance exam, 12th and all that and thinking everything will be good after that. No. We should tell them what is a marathon.
Yeah.
Okay, it's an endurance test. Life is a test match, not T20.
Not T20. That's correct.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we should teach our
That's
children like that. See, that the thing is now I will end one more thing is children in young age should be taught Ramayana and Mahabharata. First is Ramayana. Why? Because they can absorb that story and all that, and it is a lot of idealism. So at that young age, now that idealism is easily acceptable. When
Yeah.
when the boy or girl goes into teenage, now
Mm.
then they should be taught the Mahabharata also. That's the time they understand. Okay, how is our dharma, artha, kama, moksha, and gray areas, and different types of people around, how to handle. Okay, everything is there
Yeah.
in Mahabharata and Ramayana. And then they should be taught Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, which is Moksha Shastra. How to get moksha also. So like that. Hmm?
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
So if no more questions, can we stop?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna.